Do you remember all the things that she said? Like, I will destroy your life and you will go. Do you remember back in those times when the girl had your heart and mind? Do y'all remember the time you fell in love? Do you remember the time when we first met that girl? Oh, I remember my baby. Girl, I remember back in those days. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I knew y'all was here already. Mm-hmm. How you doing? Hi, Wildcat. Deandra Jamerson. Prima Wanda. Cheryl Burnett. Hi, Nikki with the Ice Patch Baloo moderator. Thanks for coming in. It's Z. I don't say everybody's name. Some people say names. They have music and names for a whole hour before they get to talking, right? But all y'all are welcome. Hi, April Aries. It's so tempting. All these lovely darlings. Mm-hmm. Light, barrel, natural, spiritual. Okay, we got to talk about it a little bit. We ain't gonna talk about it a lot because the situation is I didn't talk about VS when she was here the first time, and that's just where we pick it up. I was attacked by her at one point, so that was the end of it for me. But I see that this is a top story in the beef sector. I am in the beef sector, so I think it's a little bit cowardice if we're afraid to talk about anybody who shows up over here, right? This is the trending story, at least for here, so we have to speak on it a little bit. So I did catch some of this video that they made on this person called Bayless. I think it was 4 hours. So I wasn't that interested. But I see that the return of VS is causing quite a stir. Now, people have speculated about this return for a long time. I found it a little bit, what's the word? Anticlimactic. The world didn't shake because she returned to the beef sector. I guess she has a page up now. She has 5 videos, mostly cartoon characters. But she hasn't actually done a real video on her real page yet. She did the one for her return on this other girl's page. The other girl, I'm sure, is very satisfied because she, I don't think she gets the kind of numbers, but looks like that video got 15,000 views. So I guess that's a win-win for everybody. Anyway, I didn't like the way VS operated when she was here before, all the doxing and all of the some of the horrible things that happened here because of her. I disagree with her on most things, but I did the one thing that where I thought she wasn't wrong, ironically, was the thing that put her away, right? I believe then, and I believe now, that all the things she did wrong are not the things that got her off of YouTube. People like to think that, well, if she acts up again, we'll get her off YouTube again, right? But she was off of YouTube for one reason, because she put her hands on someone. I personally felt like when the girl Shireen showed up at the restaurant, that was the first act of aggression. You showed up, you sat in my face, and I thought it was wrong that she would be punished for that fight because the girl is the one who was the aggressor. She's the one who showed up at the restaurant where she knew she was, right? But unfortunately, the way the law is it's about putting your hands on people. So she can come on here and act crazy if she want to, as long as she don't touch nobody, right? From my understanding. There'll probably be some changes. I see she's coming on with avatars now, like the rest of y'all have adapted, which I hate. I think it's just so much easier when you see an actual person, right? The beef sector, I'm not going to say it's all been that Sir King, but the beef sector used to be people. It used to be people talking. It's much more engaging to watch a person talk than an avatar. An avatar, basically, you're listening to the radio. So you're sitting up in a chair listening to a radio. Now, who wants to sit up and stare at a radio for hours and hours and hours? But that's what it's become. That's the change. So perhaps she'll change some of that back by simply showing up. I still think the people who actually show up on camera have more of an engagement, right? You can only watch, I mean, when you're out in your car and so forth, listening is fine. But I just think that it is more of a show if we can see you. It's important. Anyway, so far she's behind an avatar as well. They went on for 4.5 hours. There were several people that showed up on her show. I didn't have the concentration to watch 4 hours of that. It seems like they were all trying to say it wasn't me, I still love you kind of thing. So welcoming her back. I guess anybody, we get to choose who we want to watch. If people want to watch VS, then that's who they'll watch, honey. But nobody's running shit around here. We're all the same, honey. It's just another person. We were existing when she was out. We existed after she was gone, and we'll continue to exist now, right? It's just another person. This is not the Wicked Witch of the West. Although some of the behavior, I would hope, will not return. I don't want to see nobody's dead bodies and all this kind of stuff. I don't want to see no dead dogs talking about how Timothy Blaine fucked the dog and killed him so he would hide the evidence so the dog wouldn't give witness. Girl, let's hope it doesn't get that bad again. I think that girl is jeopardizing herself by making herself vulnerable to people, because now that they feel like, oh, she's got a record for this, she's got whatever, I can attack her with papers. Anyway, I saw Olivia was over there, and Brianna was over there, Chopper was over there. They're all saying that they weren't the ones, that they were the loyal ones. Who else? I don't remember who else she had over there. She had quite a few of them, though. And they'll go back to getting organized and having their channel, and people have the option of watching and not watching. It was not the watching of her channel that ever, I don't think, offended anybody. Anybody is entitled to have a channel if they want to. It's when you go outside of your channel and start fucking with people's lives. So let's hope this girl has had a little taste of what it feels like when someone is actually affecting your life, like when you are suddenly taken off of your primary source of income like that for years. According to what she said, she got lucky, and she actually got a job immediately where she was able to still support herself. It didn't have to be that way. It could have easily went a different way, where she would be stuck as to trying to support her family on minimum wage jobs or security jobs or whatever. She was fortunate enough that it didn't happen that way. Apparently, she didn't work all 3 years, but a good portion of that time she had a job. What y'all think? No, I'm going right back to my same stance. These people play in a different way that I don't play, and not all the beef sector is all the same. Not all the beef sector are just here doxing people and trying to destroy people, right? It could have easily went to, now I don't have the income of YouTube. I don't have a job. I have disqualified myself by the income that I was making, and now I got to find a way to make a living. That could happen. Anytime you call in people and trying to see if you can get them fired, or trying to see if you can get them evicted, or you trying to get their benefits cut and all this kind of stuff, girl, it actually has real consequences on people. So we don't need to stoop to that level to be a sector, right? We don't have to go back to more of that. And of course, it never really stopped, but I think it slowed down quite a bit when VS left. So we'll see how she acts now. She might have a different appreciation for this YouTube, right? She may miss the YouTube, and maybe she's had time to think about a few changes, subtle changes I could make, right? Where this thing won't be so volatile. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing today? Mm-hmm. When we first met that girl, oh, I remember. Oh, babies, girls try to remember. How lightly bear, light bearer. Mm-hmm. Do y'all have comments? It seems like people, I don't know if this girl pumps fear in people. They don't want to make no comments. They don't want to be seen. They don't want, because she was the kind that would just go through an index and just find a new person to read every day, right? Or a new person to try to affect their life, right? She did some pretty evil things to me. I won't never remember. I'm just like Maya Angelou said, right? I take that quote. I don't take a lot of quotes where I remember them and use them over and over and over again. But when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The first time ever I experienced you, I felt my heart rolling around. And I didn't think that people could be so cruel. And that has lasted me. Baby. She was something serious. Too serious, baby. The YouTube people certainly know who and what she is, right? And it'll be up to her. You don't have to do all that, to have a YouTube channel or to get people to watch, right? We're all supposed to be getting more mature. You had 3 years to watch and see what works, what doesn't work. But all that calling and all that stuff and dead bodies and all that, it's not necessary. It's too extreme, right? This is why Wally initially called the beef sector the Section 8 sector, right? Because he was suggesting that it was like the bottom of the barrel. We were like the low bottom, correct? And a lot of that was brought on by the behavior of that particular channel. Now, as I recall, towards the end of her tenure here, it was mostly about her panel. I think Bless Watkins and Chopper and who else was on that panel? It wasn't a very impressive panel. I remember that. But they would just come in and just do commentary like most of us on here. But I think things have changed somewhat. Right? So we'll have to see. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not surprised she came back. I mean, it can be a lucrative thing here if you can get the numbers. At the height of her YouTube career, she was not only making money for herself, but she could raise money very easily because of the people who were following her. I think they helped out Wiley. They helped out a few other people on their channel. They had a need and she would raise money for it, right? I didn't get the impression that she was a Jay Wilson, a money hungry slut. I'm describing Jay Wilson. I didn't get that impression, right? But she did have a following. And it was part of their stick was to raise money, either for her personally or for people in her chat. So, okay. Oh my, that's awful glad you didn't take her, didn't make her a moderator. Ooh, what the hell is going on here? Hopefully nobody. I'm just not going to be involved. It's just, this would be my only time I probably even talk about the situation, but we have to talk about what goes on in the beef sector. And that's the thing they've been talking about since yesterday. I was coming from the house of God when I heard, I said, ooh, put on the whole armor of God. She's back. After our little spat, it was short because I didn't want to participate. I suggested, as I recall, that anybody who mentioned that name on my channel would be blocked forever. But after that, she didn't mess with me. I didn't mess with her. So. She was able to get people to follow. Yes, she did. She did. So I guess now the people will be competing. 5A was back after a short. She was still here, but she's back vying for attention. You got Kimmy. They are all vying for the same audience. I guess Pizza, or what do they call Pizza Pizzario? Who else will be competing with her? Because they got to pull those numbers back. A lot of the people, when they disband from a TSCC, went to these other channels. They start watching them. They got used to them. They have new loyalties. And now she's got to pull them back into her corner. Now, if you're like me, a lot of people, they go to more than one place. It's not like I only go to that one site. That would be a very boring existence, I think, if you're depending on just 1 hour show to get your YouTube fix. Most people are more than one places, but since they were so what do you call it when you separate, when they talk about politics, they talk about when people are separated, that each of them will be watching their audiences, right? I don't think any of these personalities want to split their loyalties with somebody like VS. So it'll be interesting to watch. But I'll definitely be watching from the sideline on silence, what you call in the bushes. Mm-hmm. Oh my, that's awful. Glad you didn't make her a moderator. I ain't never make somebody a moderator. Maybe you have another conversation. She was something serious. Okay. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I saw that she claimed also that the beef sector was started with the Kaya and Madison situation. I never saw it that way. I mean, that was the top story at the time. We talked about that, like they talked about Tracy. I mean, most people didn't talk for 25 videos about her, but whatever the top story is, they talk about it, yeah. So when Kaya and Madison had their big fallout, it was I guess it was when they start calling each other the beef sector, but they were already doing their thing before they fell out. At least I was. I think I had already been on YouTube for 2 years. I've been on here 6 years now, believe it or not. Times have changed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she cultivated people who were glad to follow, to be loyal to that particular group over there, you know. So Wiley's trying to get back in here. That thing, Stone Tits, she's trying to get back over here. So maybe that will bring them all back to the yard, honey. But let's not fall into like the good old days was all good, because it wasn't. A lot of people, no matter what they say right now, cheered when all that happened. You finished your degree, Aaron Valley. Congratulations, brother. You finished your degree. That's good. What's your degree in, Aaron? I hope you got you something you can use, baby. Uh-huh. Now you don't got to get 6 of them, Aaron. You can go out and get your career now, man. Unless that's what you want to do. Well, we have a prime example over here how you don't got to just keep getting them. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to say, I know I miss people. Let me see. People are reluctant to speak her name. Girl, speak the name. Anne Rice used to have she used to have a character called The Name That Cannot Be Spoken. I don't think it's fear necessarily. I think a lot of times you just don't want to be bothered, right? If you know somebody is a murderer, does that mean you're scared of them? Automatically, you're scared of them because you know that maybe you just don't want to be bothered with a murderer, or you don't want to participate, honey. There's no shame in that. Listen, if you're doing things that I would never be able to do, I can't fight with you fairly. So why would I want to be bothered with it? You know, they're just making their choice, honey. Mm-hmm. The children's like they nervous, honey. What did you say? Oh, she been watching. She been watching. She should have came back with an ominous looking hood, honey. I'm gonna get all of you motherfuckers. Okay, the beef sector had changed a lot. You think it's changed a lot? Let me see. Yeah, a lot of that doxing stuff is gone. Certainly all the stuff with dead bodies and some of the vulgar language is lessened. Because all it takes one character, you know. But they've been replaced with other people. We haven't stopped watching. We're still here. I think this sector is probably bigger than it was when she left. I noticed that her channel, she's already got like 3,000 people over there in one day. Let's see. I forget what it's called. Let me see again. Hold on 1 minute. Okay, it's called Viscon. I don't want to be advertising nobody over here. Viscon. So she got 2,330 in one day. Right. the videos are only cartoon characters. 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and she has one on there for 47 minutes. Yeah, we not playing none of their material. You know, you got to earn people's trust. Showing dead bodies, dead animals. I couldn't be bothered with that. No, hell no. It's just too deep, honey. It's too deep. If that's the kind of stuff you're gonna find my grandmother, my great grandmother, girl, and try to get a picture of her in her casket and all that kind of shit, girl, it is not distasteful. It is sick. It is sick, right? So people don't want to play with you. Don't think that they're scared of you, right? Mm-hmm. You got funny memories, Angie Dickerson? I'm trying to think of the humor, honey. I wasn't a regular watcher there. After somebody comes to me so hard like that, I just can't do it. At one point, she was even reading my book. Oh, he was a drug dealer to the community. He was a girl. I was a drug dealer to other drug addicts. I was a drug addict selling drugs to other drug addicts, girl. But you know, she had to read that, make it sound like, look at what he was doing. Girl, do you have a book I can read? She said she's gonna write a book about it, child. I don't know. Let me see. Y'all ain't saying a whole lot on here. I believe they will form up again. You believe they will form up again, Angie Dickerson? They will. She has a following. People, you know, like her. She's not a dumb girl. Now, we have to say that she actually has commentary. She can comment on things. It's just all this other stuff, this extra that make people hate her. But some hate her, some find it very interesting. I don't know. But there's more than one group on here. Hell, we all got different groups, honey. Some of y'all even can stomach Jay Wilson, which I'll never understand. But you know, I don't got to understand everything. Mm-hmm. She in for a rude awakening. Right. Those numbers might not, it's going to take a while to build back up again. People want to watch you again. That happens when you disappear, right? Disappearing for 3 years is kind of a big deal. Most of the people who are on here now, are a good deal of them, don't even know who you are, right? They just heard legends and stories and shit like that. Sandra Mitchell, you will stick with your dance sector. Is there a dance sector? Uh-huh. And take your word for the beef. Don't get in too deep, baby. I know it's a dance sector. I know they dance a lot on those shorts. Wop, wop, wop. Let me see you wop. Wop, wop. Now lean. Wop, wop, wop. Girl, I be done whopped and threw out my sacroiliac, honey. My hips be hurting. She was already complaining about not enough giving cash apps yesterday. Oh, yes, she was one of the ones that would demand the money. It's a psychological thing, I guess, with a lot of people. Right? Five Babe has a different style. They all cultivated their different style and their different audience and people who like them. But I do remember she was rather demanding about those cash apps. Baby, hey, come on. Get him over here. Sit right there. Come here. Move that bum. Sit right there. At least she is an animal lover. That's why I couldn't believe she would want to show dead animals online, girl, and say people was fucking them and killing them. The dead animal gonna say, roof, 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 and show his booty hole. Woof, woof, woof. This shit was getting pretty outrageous, honey. Sometimes God got to step in and line things up, baby. This site needs an enema. Mm-hmm. Do I believe people will use her past now, this new past that she's got, against her? Probably they'll try, but I don't know that her charges were assaults. You have to hit somebody, touch somebody or something, right? So I don't know how much you can do with verbal. You know, she's probably going to break a lot of rules as far as what she does and all that. But you know, we're not like the white folks where we just go call our lawyer, our attorney. Shouldn't say the white folks, the rich white folks. Call our attorney and sue you, right? Ain't nobody got money or time to be trying to sue nobody, right? So people would push the envelope. What can they get away with, you know? Get that wop, wop, wop. Let me see you wop, wop, wop. And then leave. Y'all see the big girl wop, wop, wop. The YouTube shorts. Now, whoever thought that would be successful? 30-second videos. They got TikTok and all that. That's all they do is dance. But some of them are professional dancers, though, and apparently they make a living from it. Mm-hmm. Just whopping. I can go over there for 10, 15 minutes a day. Please, Uncle Tim, don't go near Pastor. He don't want to have to raise no bail money. I would sure would whop, whop, whop. Let me see you whop. Baby, God saved me in Atlanta. Because God said, no, I won't let it be so, child. He knew I was going to grab him in his throat. Mm-hmm. Had a case, closed down the show and everything else. Mm-mm-mm. We don't know what kind of that's why you're better off talking to people in other states, son. You don't want to be having these beefs when you're talking about people's children and their mamas and all this shit, and then you live just a few minutes from them. That's bad news. Now this boy Tropper's over there saying that Phi Babe and QB following him around Chicago. She has now given up all his personal information about him pushing suitcases around Chicago and living in shelters and all that, right? All this because they live in the same town, right? Be aware of your surroundings. So we don't know what's going to happen with all that. Apparently, he's just got him a little Obama phone, and that's how he stays online. TikTok is where is that? Are those young people? Well, actually, it doesn't matter if they're young people. Of course, their bodies are not like ours, honey. They can make it whop, whop, whop. They even have their little kids whopping. I never been to TikTok. I don't know why, but I thought it was the younger people. But a lot of those videos that are on YouTube Shorts, those are TikTok or they're from Instagram or other places. I still haven't decided if I'm going to let somebody go to my videos and post those. I mean, I don't need to be. I'm just not in the game like young people are, where it's all about driving numbers. Chaos Custard. Chaos Custard. Oh, I heard of you. How you doing, Chaos Custard? You like TikTok too? Their algorithm is nicer. Well, whoever thought that the goddamn Twitter would be so successful? That became the primary way people ran campaigns, politicians. And how many more? 100 and something. 100, not 100 words, 100 characters. I think 130 something characters. That became extremely popular, where they were able to sell it for $45 billion. Right? Who would have thought? This is a brand new world we're living in, honey. There's Zuckerbergs all over the place. Now that song is going to be stuck in your head. Which one? Wop, wop, wop. You spend hours on TikTok? I got to check it out. I ain't going to do it now. Probably got to sign up or something. Yeah, YouTube Shorts. A lot of those are TikTok videos. Right. So maybe they're in the cahoots together. They might even be owned by the same people. We don't know. They're always buying each other's companies. Stop slouching. Don't slouch, Timothy. Yeah, I've gotten several offers recently to have someone. One guy, I was just about to do it, but he lives in Pakistan somewhere. I guess that's what he does. He goes through your old videos to try to find a moment that you can capitalize to make shorts, right? But I'm suspicious of people. I know they're not all doing it for free. It's not charity. So we'll see. Now wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wop, wop, wop. That's it. You on the line, TLC in 3. Then lean. Wop, wop, wop. That one's been hanging around a while, honey. Many days they'll have a different song. Y'all know my stuff don't work. They'll have a different song and they all dance to it. But y'all should check it out if you haven't. They make it very plain what they're doing. Hold on. Let's see what today's song is. It's a wop, wop, wop. Hold on. I'm curious. By the way. What do you just put shorts? Let me see. Quiet, boy. They even got on here. They got shorts TikTok. Shorts TikTok. These are all. I didn't know. I just discovered something, people. I didn't know they even had that. You guys that love TikTok, they got a whole site on YouTube called Shorts TikTok. Let's see what she's doing. Oh, damn, mama. You got a robot. Hey. Hold on. The monster. Girl, she got a hatchet. Okay. We get the point. TikTok on YouTube. They have a site. Strike a pose. Wop, wop, wop. Y'all saw the big girl on there. She wearing it out, baby. She's got probably 50 videos on there. Play dead. Now wop, wop, wop. There's life support library. Yeah, I'm back to writing, Nicole Reloaded. Have you read the book Reloaded? I always forget the damn names of the books. What's it called? Not Murder in the Beef Sector. The other one. Deadly Wager. Y'all need to stay up so you be ready for the next one. We'll finish up that series with a bang, baby. Is anything else going on? Let me do my perimeter check. So y'all still waiting for Miss VS to make her first video on her own channel, right? We'll watch to see how fast that thing can grow. Let me see. Ooh, all the children are up and on there, child. They're all talking about the same thing. That's why I feel like I have to come and say something on the subject. But you won't get a lot of that noise over here. Girl, they got votes up and ooh, nothing like a story. Story stays hot for a day or so. So we can expect people to come out with some attention-grabbing things, you know. Oh, that's the movie Megan. What's Megan? She a robot woman or something? Or is she like the killer? I'll love you forever. What's his name? I don't know. The killer doll. Oh, you have? Okay, I have to read Deadly Wager. I will soon. Okay. Well, thank you. Y'all read Deadly Wager. The 2 books about this sector, about not specific people, but the things that go on over here are definitely on there. Unfortunately, a lot of people end up dead. We've all thought about it, you know. So when you're right, you can just pretend it actually happened, girl. Now tell me something, Nicole Reloaded. So now I have StreamYard, but I still can't drop a link from here, right? Do I have to sign on through StreamYard in order to be able to drop a link to StreamYard or to invite somebody on here? Because a lot of them just be talking and then they drop a link. Feels like most of them you can see the StreamYard emblem on there. I don't know how that works exactly. But I was on yesterday. I invited Miss Heidi Fly Monster so we could have a correction there, but she didn't show up. Mm-hmm. Do you have the answer, Nicole Reloaded? I think you messed with that thing before. I guess if you just put in your search engine StreamYard, they automatically know all your information, and you can just go live, and then you can add people as much as you want. But I don't know if you can just do it from your regular live. Were we going live when BS was around? You know, a lot of people were still doing uploads then. Those 10, 15-minute uploads. I haven't even been to my upload page in a long time, you know. Now it's all live. I don't know if it's smart or not, really. Wildcat Tracy finally went in on Jay. Oh, she's been coming kind of heavy though, baby. Oh, I heard the warnings, honey. People threatening to take jobs and take Uber rides. The fool made the mistake of actually acquiescing and letting us know when that girl called his Uber that is the right number. That is where you work, and that is how you make a living, child. Right? Because the people were unsure before. Now they know it's the truth. Now they know it's the real address. Now they know, you know, more information. If you are somebody who's constantly talking about putting all your information out, they have a whole lot of information on you, stupid. You know, you playing with these people, honey. You playing with them. I didn't say the B word. I didn't say no, but you did insult me in every way possible. Does that count for anything, or is it all about the B word? Whatever. He was on there today. Girl, we don't need to see you run. I'm running the dog. I'm never go to gym. I'm gonna go to girl. He said, oh, I'm gonna go and explore other sites. People tell me I'm too good for your beef sector. I'm too good. This thing, you are the primary person, girl, who makes it so messy. Jay Wilson. You're gonna have to come to terms with the fact that you are a messy queen, girl. They used to call you catty queen. That's what you are. That is your only art. It's a catty queen. He already talking about he gonna go and make what's the iTunes. I'm gonna go to iTunes. Girl, ain't nobody paying for that bullshit, girl. We don't even want to hear it over here, Miss Thing. Jay Wilson. He said, I'm too good for this site. Ain't that a bitch? You done made 27 videos about a single 6-day event, girl. And you talking about you too good for it, right? All this pursuit of recall and all, we remember all that shit, girl. All these pursuits, all these people, and you got the nerve to say you're too good for this sector. You're the primary person. Thank you, Lady Demis. How you say your name? Lady Dimples. I said I got it. I ain't crazy. Lady Dimples, thank you for the $9.99. I appreciate you. I'm glad you aren't running. You and Susie had infamous beef. We had a very short-term beef when she put that animal up there, and I was still missing my dog. My dog had just died, girl. obviously nobody's having sex with dogs, but just the fact that it was so nasty and so bizarre for somebody to say stuff like that, girl. I just can't get into it. Maybe it takes a younger mind or a more vicious. I don't know what that is, but I don't play with people like that. No, we ain't gonna mess with that. You copy and paste. We're only talking about it now because that's the trending story. We're not running from stories on the site, right? Stop, baby. Come here. Ding dong. Ding dong. Get your bum back. Why I gotta keep calling you back every time? You ding ding ding. Get your bum right here. Think about baby. Give me that. Give me that. Oh yeah, give it to me. Give it to me, boy. Look at that. Give me to it. Look at that. That's Mr. Green Jeans. Diddy diddy diddy. Why do you go? That's the only toy my baby like. Okay, Michelle Holly. Yes, you can drop the link while you are live, Uncle Timothy. How would I get a link if I'm not on StreamYard though? I can drop. Oh, wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Let me try something. Okay, so all I see is I'm streaming. Let's copy that. Nope. Let me see. Take this where I'm at, and could I copy it? I don't think so. Copy. I'm just going to paste what I have in the search engine up here. Paste. Could somebody click that thing and see if it comes on? I just put a link up here. Studio YouTube. Could y'all do me a favor? This is just a test. I want to see if I put the link to where I'm at. Does that go to will people be able to come on like that? Or do I have to just be using the StreamYard application? People called Uber on Jay Wilson. He's been kind of quiet on the subject, ain't he, girl? Did anybody click it? Not working? That's what I thought. Okay. It's not a big deal. I can just move. So that doesn't have anything to do with StreamYard there, what I just had. But if I sign on using StreamYard, it comes out the same way. As far as I can tell, we're even paid the same way. I don't know if we actually get anything from StreamYard, but it's just a matter of how you sign on. If you're using, we'll do that sometimes. If you wasn't looking homeless, TLC and 3, you looking homeless? Oh no. That's what they're saying about the guy Chopper. I don't know. That's what the word is. He's pushing a shopping cart or a suitcase around YouTube and sleeping in shelters. I don't know. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But apparently that's what they say. I think you have to sign in YouTube while on StreamYard. Yeah, I think so too, Wildcat. It's not a big deal. I'm not a real fan. They got to make me a believer, right? Because I think I'd do better just giving my commentary, to tell you the truth. Sometimes you have to discuss something with somebody. It'd be good if you could just they could just come on. But it takes me a while to get a hold of stuff. In the beef sector, I was one of the last ones to even go live. Now, of course, everybody goes live, but I was just making 10, 15-minute videos for first couple of years, like most people were. You know, I think Justin J used to have a live on Wednesday or something like that, but most people were just making they were just recording videos. Now live is taking over everything. You're cleaning the blinds in your house, girl. Good luck with that. Yesterday I had a friend of mine. I was gonna give him this bag that I don't use anymore. It's like not a backpack. It's like a men's bag though. And I had it stuffed behind my bed, right? For years. I just thought about it. I remember he liked it. Child went back there, and under under the headboard, between the mattress and the wall, girl, must have been that much dust. Oh, I was coughing and everything. So you got to get a vacuum cleaner and go behind there, but I was not aware of it. So yeah, women are much better with this dusting and cleaning stuff. I tried to keep things clean. It bugs me when things are dirty, but I got a lot of shit to dust. And I see that you got to go behind stuff. And you got to hit them doing baseboards, all those things collect dust. In my bedroom, I have this thing. What's it called? It's a fan. Y'all seen the long thing like that, but it's also an air cleaner, air purifier. So it takes the particles out of the air. So I use that all the time. But yeah, your blinds. The big thing is the baseboards. And if you have carpet, you need to go behind stuff, behind your computer parts. That might be a fire hazard. But I'm lazy about it. If I ever make any money, one of the first things I'm going to do is to hire myself a cleaning person. They come in once every couple of weeks and just clean for me. That would be great because in that way I'm lazy. But I have to do it because I can't stand filthy house. Cleaning baseboards, and plus y'all got houses, honey. Y'all got to go to clean all that stuff. Lives are so much nicer. They're more interactive. I didn't think I could talk for a whole hour. Tell you the truth. I said, what the hell I got to say? But there's always something. I don't have carpet except in my guest rooms, and I hate it. Yeah. Fortunately, this dog does not shed at all. But my other dog, I had to vacuum like every 2 days. And now, as you can see, I don't have any of my carpet exposed. All my floors are rugs. See that? One connecting to the other, even in the entryway, nothing but rugs. Because I don't know who came up with the bright idea to put these beige carpets in all apartments, but that's what they do. I can't stand it. Collects dust and dirt. And then only the place where the door opens do you see a carpet in my apartment. I mean, I like that look anyway, so it really doesn't matter what's under there, to tell you the truth. At one point, they offered that when they remodeled this building, I think it was 3 years ago, right before COVID, they offered to give us all, it wasn't a real wood floor, it was like a laminate floor. I said, what difference does it make? I ain't gonna see it because I collect rugs, but they're much easier to keep, or you just only got to sweep instead of all this vacuuming and stuff. When we renovated, we chose no carpet. I hear you, the purple. Oh, especially if you own something, I definitely would go with hardwood, just for the purposes of cleaning. It looks nice. You can only do so much in a rented apartment, though. If I wasn't renting this place, I mean, a refrigerator costs less than one of these statues I buy. I could do the whole damn thing if I owned it, right? Some tiny kitchen. You could remodel that. You could put floors in your bathroom. That's the only benefit I see in actually owning a property, as opposed to renting it. As far as a single person, I don't need more space than this. But I could do a lot more as far as decorating, stuff like that, if I owned the place. Now, some people, especially in older buildings, will go ahead and do what they want to do anyway. Uncle Tim, is your dog a Lhasa Apso? Absolutely, Tiff. He's a Lhasa Apso. Come here, baby. Come here. We got to prove it that you a Lhasa Apso. Get it, bum over here. Here's the beautiful baby. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's a Lhasa. Oh, it's on your eye. I'll clean your eyeball later. Yeah. He's my second doggy. Hi, baby. Say hi. Hi. How you doing? What you doing in there? Is people in there, Daddy? What are you doing? Right there. Look at you. Don't want to look at him, huh? Okay. He's a Lhasa Apso. If I allowed his hair to grow, it would grow like Cousin It, right? This is the same dog that you see dog with the hair dragging on the ground. People who have show dogs and so forth, they just let their hair grow. But I get him groomed every 6 weeks. He's supposed to be, according to legend, he's a reincarnation dog. Mm-hmm. You have 2 Brittany Spaniels. They are brothers, one with short fur, with one with long fur. They're brothers? They got one with long? Oh, so you can tell them apart? Oh my God, they shed so much. It's a full-time job keeping up. Yeah, when I had my Jimmy dog, he shed it constantly. I had to constantly change my bedding, constantly vacuum. But you do it for the love, honey. Love of the child. He don't have no undercoat, this dog. But his hair will grow, so you gotta keep him groomed. That's like $100 every 6 weeks. Jimmy dog, I didn't have to take him to no. He didn't have to get groomed. He just shed it all. You have a 3-year-old, 13-year-old Shih Tzu. Oh, you've had him a while, Tiff. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the sad part of having animals because they get old. They get old a lot faster than we do. My Jimmy dog lasted. He was 15 years old. But he started having all these problems just started right when he turned 15. That don't mean yours though, Tiff, because a lot of Shih Tzus, the smaller the dog, the longer their life, right? But we all know that it gets expensive as they get older too. You have good old mutts. Wait a minute, y'all go with shit like crazy. Lord have mercy. We do it for the love. Mm-hmm. I don't know about. I guess I could have 2 dogs that could run around, but this one here keeps me pretty busy. I said, "Would you like a little friend, Squeenie?" I said, "No, that'd be too work. That means you got to bend down and pick up shit twice. You got to walk them. No, too much work. If I had a house, I'd probably have more than 1 dog though. But he would use it more than me." The purple mutts. What kind of purple mutts you got, baby? They live forever? Lord have mercy. What's a purple mutt? A lot of these small dogs look alike, though. Sometimes you look at them, you say, "Oh, that's my dog." No, they still got a nose. They still got eyes, So if they're furry and small, a lot of them look alike, even though they're different breeds. A lot of terriers, Shih Tzus. This dog looks like a big fat Shih Tzu, right? Because they look almost exactly the same, except for the Shih Tzu's nose he's got a shorter snout. My Jimmy was a Cairn Terrier. I love that dog, my Jimmy dog. But Squeenie, he's not competing anymore. You have a huge yard, and I pick up poop. Don't the baby stepping in. Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want the baby stepping in the poop. Mm-hmm. Right. They have ordinances here where you have to pick up your dog poop. Mm-hmm. You're talking to the purple one? Who is the purple one? I'm confused. Is the purple one in your house? Mm-hmm. Oh, the purple person. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm a little slow, Sandra, but I got you. The purple is the person in the chat. Okay. Have mercy, loving kindness for the old people, honey. Oh, yeah. I'm glad that everybody in the park. When I take him out in the morning, it's still dark outside, right? But I go out there in the dark, pick up find his poop, look around and find it where it's at. Because you can imagine if probably $300 go to that park in the day. You imagine if people weren't picking it up. They used to call that Poopy Park. We had the first gay supervisor, Harvey Milk. What he ran on was an ordinance to make people responsible for picking up their dog shit. Now, so far, I've never seen anybody ticketed for not picking up dog shit. But if someone were to call, say he never picks up his dog shit, you could be fined for that. My dog is a sidewalk pooper. Does he do the poop dance where he goes around and around and around? Do the dance, baby. Do the dance. Right. They go around and around. I read up on here somewhere that there's a reason when they're bred for that is they're checked to make sure there's no I don't know. They got all kind of reasons, but every time the dog poops, he goes around in circles first before he makes this little position. You have to clean up your 2 senior dogs. Oh, you have 2 seniors? You want them to stay young forever, don't you? Remember when they used to jump around and all that? And they start slowing down. You can tell in the dog park where people have older dogs. You fall in love with these animals because they're constantly with you. And you're talking 10, 15 years of your life is quite a bit of time, right? But you can see when the dog starts slowing down, they're not as active. It's kind of sad, but by then you're so in love with them. You just caring for them like you would care for your family member. Somebody's sick. Mm-hmm. I think it's so lazy. He doesn't even stop to pee. Just pee while walking. Lord have mercy. TLC and 3, the dog. They all got their way, don't they? So sometimes, my Squeenie dog, he go to pee. He just throws all his whole back body up like you're walking on your hands, and just pisses as he's walking. Most of the time, though, most of the time he waits till he gets to the park. But he pees a lot. He has to spray on everything. When I first got Jimmy dog, my last dog, I didn't know anything about dogs. I never had one in my whole life. And a neighbor lady she had a dog as well. We walked together. She told me, "Oh, you got to show them how to pee on a tree. No, you go over there, lift your." I started walking that direction. I said, "She fucking with me, right? Lift your leg, show them how to pee, girl." Baby. Some things are just natural. Some things are natural, baby. You don't got to teach them how to drink water. They know. I'm fortunate my Squeenie dog, when I got him, he was already potty trained and all that. He has never peed in the house. He was 3 years old when I got him. I got to look up to see how long I've had him, because I think I got his birthday. I've had at least 4 years though. He's 4 or 5, and then he was already 3, so he's about 7 or 8 years old. But I have the dates written down somewhere. You have a Jazzy and an Oliver. Now, see, is that a special designer name? A Jazzy. I've never heard of the name a Jazzy and an Oliver. Are those their names? Mm-hmm. I have a whole movie about Harvey Milk. They have a whole movie. Yeah, it's called Milk. Starring what's his name? That was a good movie. San Francisco, forefront of a lot of gay activism. Their parade here. Most parades just go and have fun. Their parades here are very political, or at least they were. I don't know what the hell they are now because I don't go. Of course, it's the biggest parade, in the country for most cities. The biggest parade in the city. 11 and 12 and up senior dogs. Yeah, 11's pretty young. They say around 15, but different breeds live longer, right? Come on, Minnie. Get it over here. I got to keep reminding him. Okay, those are your dog's names? Okay. I understand. Your girl dog lift her leg. Oh, that's a nice lady. She said, "I'm a lady, honey. Can I have some privacy, please? Thank you." They like to sniff each other's pee. Sometimes one dog is peeing, they'll run their nose right up under the piss. Then they want to come home and lick you all in the mouth. Hold on, baby. Hold on. You've been sniffing booty holes all morning, girl. Get your ass out of my face. He gets along with all dogs except for the one in this building. For some reason, they don't get along. Oliver is the first boy. I love the way people love the animals, though. Sometimes me and my Squeenie walk in and people just walk by. Just, cute dog, cute dog. They have power. God has given them that, honey. Some things are natural. No mouth, no, honey. It's right here on the chin. Every once in a while they hit a lip. Ugh, Squeenie. You've been sniffing on your girlfriends all day long, honey. Mm-hmm. In 1972, Harvey Milk is played by Sean Penn, and his then lover, Scott Smith, leave New York for San Francisco, with Milk determined to accomplish something meaningful in his life. He certainly did that. He was murdered. But we have Harvey Milk Plaza here. You know, like most cities, they have Martin Luther King Street and all that kind of stuff. We have Harvey Milk Plaza, Harvey Milk Park, Harvey Milk restaurants. The Harvey just closed, though, the restaurant. But they have where he had a camera shop on the Castro. He made a name for himself. There are other gays in politics now, but that wasn't the case back then when he ran in 70s. That was a big deal. San Francisco was known as the gay Mecca at that time, but now they have gay straight alliances in high schools all over the country. Everybody got a neighborhood, you know. So things have changed, but that's all for the young people. Wait a minute. My dog loves everybody. He's picky with other dogs. All right. He's territorial. Don't be looking on my mama. What you looking at my mama for? Ain't you got a mama? You don't know much about designers? You wear Old Navy, Amazon, and Walmart? Girl, I'm not spending no money on no clothes, period. That's over. I had periods when I was into clothing. Not as you get older, that stuff is not important, child. Who anybody looking at me? But I noticed the young people, they put a lot of emphasis on clothing. Of course, women, you know. We went to Macy's yesterday. It's Gamich's birthday. Y'all see happy birthday to Gamich Carter. Is he in here? He's a sometime moderator, but we went to Macy's. And girl, we had to go up like 6 floors before we even got to the men's department. All those floors was women. Everything is women's clothes on the bottom. The jewelry, the makeup, the everything, you know. So you guys, you shop a lot more than men. And so long as my clothes are dirty, my clothes are old, but never are they dirty. I'm living just enough for the city. Ba-da-da-da. 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 Living for the city. Ain't nothing but a pity. Oh, hold on, people. I got to go for a minute. Hold on. Hello? Hey. Okay, I'm glad you got it. So that makes the whole 9. I feel so good about that. No, I was there. Oh, well, we forget things. Right. Okay, glad you got it, baby. Thank you. Bye-bye. Isn't that sweet? That was the lady. I told you guys, I think before you've been watching me. There was a lady who I was in church, and she financed my first book. She wrote the first book, Meth Monster, and then she financed this one. This is my first. This is my real novel. It's a big. Now all the other books are based on this one in that series, and she gave me the money to do it, right? But she said I'd have to pay her back. I'll just give it to you, right? And but at some point I said, you know what? It would be great if I could pay that lady back now. It don't make no sense to be buying junk I don't need and not pay that woman back her money. So I finally paid her off. It was great. It feels good. It feels good to do the right thing, baby. I don't care too much about clothes, designer. Girl, these women are paying $30,000 for what, bags, Birkin bags and all that. I said, girl, how much leather is there in one of these bags, honey? Damn. I'd rather buy a knockoff. If I was a woman, I would buy knockoffs, child. There's only so much leather on a bag. How in the hell? That's the price of a car for a designer bag. And if you go down to the financial district, they all got them. I think they're Birkins, but there's some other brands too. I guess if you got the money, you buy what the hell you want to buy, child. People be breaking out windows. When we first had some riots here, I forget what the riots were about now. I forget. But they were breaking out the windows at Louis Vuitton in places, child, and stealing the damn purses. People walking around a whole shopping cart full of purses. You like the Coach? Well, Jay Wilson could hook you up with that. He bought his husband a Coach wallet from the knockoff store. Or the discount store. Coach is still expensive. I remember Coach was the brand. You know, they change. Things become passe, and they got other brands now. But I mean, I used to like clothes. I like when I thought somebody was looking at my ass. If I was going out to the club and all that kind of stuff, it's part of being young, you know. As you get older, you need less and less. And I like the design of Coach bags. Absolutely, it's still a quality bag. I just bought myself a new one. Look at this. My other wallet was falling apart, so I got this one yesterday. Not yesterday, last week, from Amazon. Is that a brand name? I don't even know. But it's got a zipper on it. It's cute. Got a zipper on it. Don't have to find no numbers, honey. And you got places to put your cards and all that. That's a treat. I usually don't buy shit like that. But men spend money on that stuff too, on their briefcases and their wallets. I guess if you're actually in business, though, you do want to look pretty sharp. You want the best stuff. And you can also be making a lot more money. A sucker for Levi's, pay anything for them. That's the only kind of jeans I wear. Well, I got a couple others, but this is a Levi shirt. When we went there to Macy's yesterday, or day before yesterday, the men's floor, half the floor, and this is talking going a whole city block, were Levi's now. Levi's is a local brand. They make Levi's here in San Francisco. But they got a store on Market Street, and then they got a corporate office across the street from there, and then they got Macy's. A whole half of the floor is Levi's. So they got a big store on Market Street. So yeah, they're doing a whole lot of stuff. And then none of the stuff was, I mean, they sell jeans, of course, that's their primary thing, but they got all kind of designers involved in Levi's now. You love Nordstrom's Rack? All right, Wildcat. If you want the nice bag that lasts forever, buy Dooney and Burke Florentine satchel. Girl, you know, you must be in the business world. People like things. People like having the best, you know. But I don't. If the knockoff looks the same, I don't see the harm in it, because maybe it won't last as long. But who says I want to be carrying the same purse 5 years from now? You know. I got some cute little bags. I haven't worn any of them. I got some nice leather jackets. I haven't worn them in years, so no sense in wasting money on that kind of stuff. Yeah. I got designer jeans were big back in the 70s. Jordache and all that shit. But I think a good pair of jeans now is damn near $200. You say, well, damn, how much is a little denim fabric worth? You can buy stuff online now, though. You shop Amazon. I was just saying that, Purple. You can buy stuff on Amazon. I don't know about some things. Like I bought new drawers at Macy's, right? I say, oh, that's a good price. Drawers, they're regular $90. I bought them for $30. Get him from out of here. But you get them home, and this shit don't fit right. Girl, my body is funny style in my old age, right? And maybe if I still had a 30 waist or something like that, it'd be sexy and cute and all. I'm not trying to look cute, honey. I want to keep my drawers on my ass, but they don't fit. I almost never return anything, so now I got 5 pair of drawers I can't use. They just don't fit right. So I thought, well, this is better than buying them online. Online, I have bad luck with buying clothing. Not because of the clothing, it's because of this belly, most of it, but you know, they just aren't designing for people with my particular figure. But Amazon got decent stuff. I mean, if you're not a fancy type of man, you don't need all that, honey. I'm retired. I don't have no job. I don't know where to report to. So I can wear whatever I want. And mostly here in California, we're extremely casual, honey. I don't even worry about it. I was obsessed with clothes when I worked at department stores, because in department stores you were expected to look like your clients, right? Wear the same kind of stuff, right? But who could afford that shit? Oh, we're gonna give you a 15% discount. Well, it's still way over my head. You ain't paying me shit, you know. But somehow we did it. Somehow we made it. Through the storm and rain, we made it. Somehow we made it. Young people put forth the effort, baby. I need them $300 tennis shoes. Y'all remember that period where these young gangbangers were killing each other over tennis shoes? Innocent people to rob them, not for their wallet or their money or their drugs and nothing. They wanted their footwear. I don't hear a lot of that lately. I hope that is a thing of the past. Tidy whities. All men over 50 shouldn't be wearing no white drawers. I'm just guessing at 50. Leave that for the young, baby. Nobody want to see your skid marks things. Y'all, they get old, they fart, you know. I'm sorry. That's too much information, girl. Yeah, I get bags of underwear stuff. It's still in there. It still has tags on it. I hate returning stuff because as a young person, I was a booster. So my job was particularly when I first started doing drugs, my job was to steal and then return the items to the stores. So I had to steal all day and then take buses all around Los Angeles. You know how big that damn thing is, to return things, right? That's what I did initially. So I hate the idea of having to go and return anything. If I buy it, I just keep it. Now, Amazon makes it so easy. So I've made a couple returns there, but I don't like returning stuff generally. But Amazon, they make it so easy. All you do is scan it with your phone, and the Whole Foods is right here on the corner. So if I get it from there, I'll go ahead and return it. I am 56 and clean up right. Okay, bless your heart. I like black drawers, honey. Balenciaga. Who is she? What kind of designer is that? What they do? Jordan's $250 and up. Your boys collect them. Your boys doing all right. They're buying $250 jeans, child. And the kids, they know all the labels, right? So they're still trying to impress each other. I mean, I did that as a young person. My look was Brooks Brothers. I used to have blazers on, blazer with jeans and all that stuff. Spend your whole paycheck on clothes. Some Jordans is nice. Well, they were then. You still prefer Adidas, Reeboks, and Puma? You like a sporty look? You like Larry Reed. Although Larry Reed, he got fancy now. He used to just always wear, was it Jordan, the Slash, or the Puma and all that stuff. He's gotten a little bit more fancy now. Brooks Brothers. Yeah, that's a classic look. Particularly if you're working in retail and stuff. You know, it's just, it doesn't change much. Men, they changed the lapel a little bit, you know. Then 7 years later, you can put the lapel back to where it was. It doesn't change that much. Ties. I mean, how much can a tie change? They changed up. So 1 year they're wearing fat ones, then the skinny ones. Now, I hated that fashion they had with these little monkey jackets they have. They're short. You know, I guess only skinny people could wear them. I hated that look. But that's their stuff, honey. Nike. No, I just got my, for shoes, I buy Reebok. Reebok, or I may have better shoes if I go to church or something. But what is it? It's called New Balance. New Balance are comfortable. Bala Luciancha, whatever the hell you call that. So I was pretty hard on that guy in New York, Whitehead. But apparently that is his style now, to have all these labels on everything. Labels on your shirt, labels on your pants, labels on your belt, labels on your shoes. Apparently he's not the only one. These Gucci signs all over your clothes. And all, I ain't put nobody's name all over my fucking body. But that's the look, you know. It will change. After you get all your money, it'll change. Ooh, Balenciaga. 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 1,500 to 2,500. What are you talking about? Shoes? Ain't no way, baby. Ain't no way. If I'm buying $1,500 shoes, it must be because I stole somebody's credit card or something, girl. I am not paying none of my hard-earned money on no goddamn shoes. No, I don't steal people's credit cards. They'll run with that, child. They'll run with anything. That's the style for rappers. Rappers wearing all that stuff. Gucci, and I guess Gucci got on board with them. That guy in New York, with the designer name, I forget, what's that designer name? A designer in New York City who started a lot of this, Dapper Dan. And now they're doing that for a while. Tim, have you been keeping up with Larry Reed accusation? Nope. Girl, they have repackaged that story for the last 3 years. It all starts with this dude who started pursuing Larry Reed. They're not. It's nothing new to it. They're just repackaging this. They're saying the exact same thing. Now, Miss Kasha K, she's so shameless that she's going to try to bleed that story for more. If the story has been told, nothing's happened from it. No, I'm not interested. These people with their pile-up mentality, I'm not interested. Right? I have to question the motive of why are you trying to ruin this person? I mean, what's the point? If you wanted to you feel like he owes you something, you should have did it in court and sued his ass. What does it got to do with YouTube? I'm going to ruin you in YouTube, on social media. I can't take it seriously. Larry's biggest crime was being successful. I mean, you got money in your pocket. That money's mine. If I can get a piece of it in any kind of way, honey. So if y'all ever get successful here on social media in any way, expect them to come out. The 90s when pants were loose. Ooh, these skinny jeans, girl. I don't even know how I could get them on, but that's not a good look for everybody, honey. No, baby. Oil up them legs and slide them skinny jeans on, honey. Y'all see Jay Wilson in Atlanta with the skinny jeans? Honey, Jay Wilson was in Atlanta. He had on big old brown shoes where they couldn't lace up. Excuse me. He had these very big old brown shoes that were pulled out where you couldn't lace them up, right? And then he had these huge ass ankles that were trying to fit into the shoe. Now we know we talked about Jay Wilson's feet, and we saw the sandals where he was trying to push them into the Birkenstocks, and most of the foot was still on the ground. We saw that, right? Now imagine that foot, that situation, the ankles trying to fit into a man's dress shoe. That's how his foot looked, like it was busting out, like the Incredible Hulk was busting out. And then to have skinny jeans, which only emphasized how big the ankles were and the feet were, child. It looked horrible. And then he had on black and white from head to toe, but with worn brown leather shoes that he couldn't lace up. I mean, like I already told him, I said, honey, if people would allow me to beat you up, first thing I would have did was step on them feet because I know you'd be in pain. Boo, boo, boo. Girl, throw your ass up. Skinny jeans. They did a bitch. I'm trying to figure out how he got them over them ankles. Now, apparently, a lot of these skinny jeans, the fabric is elastic, so you can squeeze them ankles past. But that had to be work. Just getting them on, honey. You found you a hot piece of trade, right? And try to take him home, want to make love and all this kind of stuff. And when he goes see you taking the pants off, he said, "You okay?" He done lost the mood by the time you get the pants off, child. Could you help just with that? God damn, what's wrong with your feet, honey? I told y'all they were Birkenstocks, baby. That's very big here. It's from the hippie generation. There's been a resurgence, baby. It's not a good shoe for him. I don't know what kind of shoe is good for somebody with like that situation. Maybe he have to have them ankles drained or something. Don't choke on your soup there. Followers will follow. Ooh. Y'all don't believe me. We got some pictures of him though. So just imagine the pictures you've seen him try to get the Birkenstocks on. And then imagine that trying to fit into a dress shoe. Right? Where the only shoe you could find that was your foot could go into is a worn brown leather shoe from the 70s. Lord have mercy. Well, I'm glad I brought you a laugh today. Followers will follow. And listen, I'm glad you guys came in. We ran over 23 minutes. See, it just, I guess talking, it just comes easy after a while. You just run your mouth. So we all gonna be watching to see what happens with this VS thing. My suspicion is this story will die down. She'll be back and it'll be like it was, right? I personally choose not to have anything to do with that person. So don't expect a lot from this camp. Okay? Goodbye, Sandra Mitchell, and all you guys. Nicole Reloaded. Y'all have a good, what's today? Monday? Here we go again. Oh, here we go again. I don't know why I'm so musical. Apparently not as musical as Jay Wilson. He said he going to iTunes. Them fools over there that pumped him up because he makes these little singing videos, which he copied from somebody else. Who he copied it from? Was that Kelly Love? Somebody. Now he thinks that he's a songbird and he'll make a living on iTunes. Good luck, buddy. Later, people.